Hello everybody, and today I want to talk to you about submitting your content. Okay, so submitting your content is great because although some of the places that you submit it to wouldn't really help your SEO, and the reason I say that is because like social media, those links don't get indexed, backlinks for your SEO with some social media sites like Facebook and Twitter. But it's useful to submit to multiple platforms because you're going to get referral traffic. Okay, so every once in a while I talk about stuff that is related to SEO but not exactly SEO, because what's the end of the what's the end game ultimately? It's to drive targeted traffic to our website. So there's more ways to drive targeted traffic to your website besides SEO, isn't there? Okay, so what I do is when I create a piece of content on my website, say a post, I want that to be submitted to various platforms off page that will point back to my website. Okay, right, now how do I do that? This is what I want to talk to you about. Remember, I've said in previous videos that as much as possible the advice that I give you is going to be free. Not my advice, I mean, the tools. I like to use free tools because at the end of the day, if you're paying for this thing and paying for that thing and paying for this thing and paying for that thing, even if it's like not very much money, it all adds up. And why are you doing SEO? Why are you doing internet marketing? It's to make money. You don't want to be spending all the money you make, right? Okay, so there's what I'm going to talk about is two things. There's one plugin and then there's something else. So let's just get into it. Alright, so what I do is I use a plugin on WordPress called Nextscripts or Snap. Right, so what you do is if you go to plugins and then you go to add plugin and then you're going to search the keyword Nextscripts or Snap, something like that. The plugin is called Nextscripts Social Networks Auto Poster, right? Now I've already got it installed, so I'm not going to install it, but here it is. And once you've got it installed, you've got it in your left side of your dashboard in the menu there. So let's take a look at that. And here it is right here. So I'll click on that and show you. And here we have it. And I've got connected Plurk, Tumblr, and Twitter, alright? But let's have a look here where it says add new account. If I click on add new account, you'll see that there are a lot of accounts that you connect. But unfortunately, as much as I love this plugin because it's reliable and it works, the accounts that I've got set up with it, I have to say that it does not work for every single account, right? So if I go to add new account and then I select, it says please select network, and then I go to the drop down box, okay, and then just wait for that to open. Okay, so if we scroll down, there's lots here. There's Facebook, there's Google Plus, there's Instagram, there's LinkedIn. You got loads, right? Let's scroll on down. There's like tons and tons. Now I've played around with this, and unfortunately, some of them are an absolute pain in the ass to set up, or they just simply don't work. Okay, so take for example Facebook. Yeah, Facebook is a big, long hassle to get it authorized with the plugin. So I don't like Facebook, but I'm going to address that again in a minute because there's a way around that, and I'll show you in a minute. Google Plus, I think that's like for the premium, so that's no good, but we'll get around that, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I don't know about Instagram. I haven't done it. LinkedIn, no. I mean, some of these are even unheard of. Some of them don't even exist anymore. And some of them are just an absolute pain in the ass, right? So, I've chosen Plurk, Tumblr, and Twitter, right? Because they're relatively easy to set up. Okay, but have a play with it and see what you think. Maybe you could add some more. If you can get them added, then you can rely on it. You can bank on it, right? Okay, so what you do, right, let's have a look inside one of them. Alright, so let's just take, let's look at the first one here, Plurk. Alright, so show settings. So the great thing is that when you add it, it takes you through like this whole thing. You fill in the fields, and it's nice and simple, right? They've also got instructions. If I click on detailed Plurk configuration instructions, this applies to all of them, and it tells you, it gives you screenshots as to how you can get your API key, because you need to get like an API key and an API secret, and then just log into those accounts. You can get them. It tells you how to do it. It's nice and straightforward. Yeah, so you can do that. Now, what I do personally, right? Now for Plurk, it's a bit like Twitter, and you just do like a title and a URL, right? But some of them, like Tumblr, you can actually have your full article, right? But I don't post my full article off page because that's like duplicate content, isn't it? So what I do is I do an excerpt, right? So let's have a look at Tumblr and I'll show you what I mean, right? So, oh, yeah, no, so I'll talk to you about that in a second. Okay, let's have a look at Tumblr. Alright. So show settings. So in Tumblr, right, you've got a space that you specify how you want your post to look. Okay, so it has here, right, full text. Now I swapped that with excerpt, so you show format information and it opens up a box and it's got all your codes that you can like switch around. So you've got like title, URL, short URL, you got excerpt, or you got full text, raw text, tags, but I just took like excerpt and replaced it there where it said previously full text, right? So that's what I do, because you really don't want, but also as well, very important, is you really want to make sure that the URL is included in your post, because otherwise what's the point, right? You want to drive people back to your site. Okay, so that's the Nextscripts plugin. Now, I personally haven't found anything as good that would be better for me to use, but you guys out there might know a better system for auto posting. And if you do, please comment in the comments and let me know. I'll check it out, because it'd be great. There's so many plugins out there. Sometimes we need to communicate with each other and let each other know what's good and what's not. Alright, so that's the first thing I want to show you now. The second thing, I do a combination of two things. You can go to socialpilot.co. Let's go there now. This is my account. Okay, so socialpilot.co. It's a paid thing, but you can get what's called the Social Pilot Lite, which is free, and it allows you up to 3 accounts. So I've got 3 accounts in my Nextscripts, in my WordPress plugin, and then I can do 3 accounts in my Social Pilot. That's 6 in total. I've got 6 popular places that I can auto post to, right? Okay, so what I'm doing here is I've got LinkedIn, Facebook, and Google Plus in my Social Pilot. They're super easy to set up, and they're obviously like very well-known, reputable, high authority sites that you want to submit your links to. Yeah. Okay, so here I have them. Now what you do is you get yourself an account. It's free. If you want to upgrade, by all means do, and then you can do all of your social media. But there's not a great list of choice. I mean, apart from this, you've got Tumblr, which I don't need because I'm doing that for my plugin. And then you've got like a couple of others, right? And that's it. So there's not like a big list. Okay, but what you do is you can go to posts and you can like write a post. and then you can schedule it, or you can post it right now, and that's it. It's really simple. I don't even need to do a tutorial. It's dead simple. I love Social Pilot. It's very, very simple, and it's free if you just want 3 accounts, right? So yeah, that's my 2 cents today. How to submit your content so that you're not making extra work for yourself. Okay, so rather than like write a piece and then have to then log into each individual thing and go ahead and like do a little excerpt, upload your image, and all that rubbish, yeah, that's going to add an extra hour or 2 onto your time. Yeah, there's no need for that. We can also post. Okay, so I'm going to talk in more detail in other videos about more specific things, but that's it for today.